From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big day here on crypto with the top cryptocurrency picks for 2021 for you to invest in and the coins for you to stay away from. In this recording, we go over a very peculiar week for cryptocurrency, as a lot of coins have relatively remained stable, not going into big swerves across the board. You're going to look at coins today that are all in red charts generally. But if you look over the last 7 days, good news across the board. A lot of coins going to those high levels and maintaining, very unusual across the board. We'll be looking at Bitcoin, we'll be looking at Ethereum, we'll be looking at Doge as well, and then we'll be looking at what the rest of the market is unfolding. Let's jump into some of the charts to preview what we can see in today's broadcast. Bitcoin falling down substantially in just a few minutes. That is a big fall, but what's at issue? Ethereum taking a big dive as well. Programmatic, you see that? Then Solana reaching new highs. Great news on that bull coin. Polygon taking the same fall at the same time. Pervasive falling across the board. There's the same chart. It keeps on repeating coin after coin, but then a rebound. Aave holding in that 313 range. We have Decentraland doing great. A lot of viewers were told to get into that coin with my advice. It's still holding. I'm very excited about Decentraland. Compound staying in the 300 range across the board. And then we look at SushiSwap holding that $11 and synthetic going back down to a buying range across the board. We'll be looking at those coins as well, as we have a lot of news across the board. We'll be going over what coins to buy into and which coins to stay away from. It's a huge recording. I'm excited you're here. And this is Crypto on LALATE. So subscribe, America's fastest growing cryptocurrency channel in America with 140 million views in a year and a half. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video and consider becoming a member. We have 2 shows per day. Mornings Crypto live on air at 10 a.m. and then overnight Crypto starting at 3:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's go into the dramatics that's unfolding right today as we look at cryptocurrency across the board. The market is still manifesting its same sort of dissection as it was a few days ago. Bulls, bears, and outperformers. The bears have really not gotten out of their groove and have really not come back. The bulls holding but not getting big gains, and then the outperformers. Let's look at where I'm separating the markets. If you're a beginner, if you're advanced, I got advice across the board of all these coins. The outperforming coins that are better than even bull have been Bitcoin and Ethereum over the last few weeks. And we sporadically add other coins in there as they come in and out of these swings. We had Phantom, we had Solana, and we had Shiba for a short period of time. Then we have our bull coins. Our coins are just generally doing well. And those coins have included a Solana. We have included in there a Polygon, and of course a Decentraland. Then we have our clear bear coins, our coins that are not appreciating over any duration. And that's really the rest of the market. It is Doge, it is synthetic, it is Aave, it is compound. People will say, but they're doing quite well this week. No. I look at coins as an investment opportunity. If you buy the coin, you come back in 3 months, have you appreciated? No. When you look at coins, for example, a synthetic, an Aave, a SushiSwap, they trade in the same range over the last 3 months. So if you buy the coin, you're not going to make money on the coin unless you're trading. Here are the examples. Aave, you buy at 180, you sell at you buy at 280, you sell at 315. SushiSwap and synthetic, you buy at 9, you sell 11. Or buy at 9, sell at 13. They're not going to $20, SushiSwap and synthetic. They're just not doing it after many, many months. So it's not an investment opportunity. It's not an investable coin. It is a tradable coin. So let's start with the outperforming coins. They are Bitcoin and Ethereum. They gave their own rallies for different reasons, and now we're seeing their fall down for the same reason. What I've taught viewers over this channel over the last few months is the following. Bitcoin, when it falls, it brings everything down. When it rises, it brings nothing up but itself. It's a very strange altruistic environment in which Bitcoin hurts other coins but doesn't help other coins. So here you go, Bitcoin falling dramatically, and you saw the opening of this video. As it fell, other coins fell. When I show you Bitcoin racing up, it doesn't bring other coins up with it. So let's look at the one-day chart right now of Bitcoin. Here we go. You're looking at Gemini. This is one of the platforms you can buy coins on. You can buy coins as low as a $20 investment. You can spend as little as $20. You don't have to buy the whole coin, and you're looking at a one-day chart. That's why the chart is red. Pretty simple so far? Yeah. So here's our chart. I'm going to put my mouse on the chart. So you're going to see the price in the upper left change. We started the day at 68,000. Watch my mouse go down the chart. You see that little bubble? We went as low as 64,000. And we started the day at 68,000. That's pretty big. That's a $4,000 drop on a $60,000 coin. It's big. Did it become programmatic? What is programmatic? I teach viewers on this channel, if you see anything that is straight up or straight down, and I mean literally straight, I don't mean any slant to the line, it means a computer came in and closed out a cell. And that did happen here. You see that programmatic fall right here. Why is a programmatic event happen? Because someone had bought it on debt, had borrowed to buy the coin. And the coin devalued, and the position was closed out by the computer because the lenders did not want to lose the entire investment. So we see a programmatic sell here. It brought bit down to 64 across the board. Let's jump to the next chart. We're going to click on the next button. We're going to look at the 7-day. So you see how it is eroded in that 7-day. But where's our trading range been? When I teach viewers on this channel, 2 ways to understand a coin: the chart or its inherent value. You look at the chart and you look at its trading range. Its trading range has indication of support levels and resistance levels. In the case of this chart, we started the week at 61. We have gone as high as 66, 68. So we've traded in a range of 61 to 68. What have we learned over the last month of Bitcoin? Let's look at the next chart. That Bitcoin has resistance levels, and they are 60, 64, 67. Look at what's interesting about this 1-month chart. Yeah, you see how it literally looks like there is a resistance at the high end of this mountain on the left, 66, and the resistance of the list level on this side at 66, but it broke through it by about 2,000. And then you see the resistance level on the low end here, 60, 60. Although it did drop below that. Well, you clearly see a trading range of 60 to 66 that has some breakthroughs when it went to 58 for a second and went to that 66, that 68 on the high end. It's a 1-month trading range. Let's look at the 3-month trading range. So now you see this run started when U.S. investors were able to start buying an ETF, which is an instrument which has exposure to Bitcoin, not the actual coin. It ran from 44 straight up. You notice that run was very, very abrupt. It was in just a week of time. And that run up has kept it above those levels. So the good news is that over the 1 month, we are now still up. We are still up. When would we be cause for concern for Bitcoin? If we got below the 60 and stay below the 60. We're not doing that at the moment. We're at 64. We're at 65. So what would be the next warning signal for Bitcoin? We get under 64, because I just told you, 64 or 60 are resistance levels. If you get under 64 and stay under 64, then we have a cause of concern, because the next resistance level is that 60. Now on the high end, what do you want to see through the breakthrough? You want to see that breakout above 67 and holding it. It's not doing it just yet. So far good for Bitcoin. If you hold it, I would not buy it here. Let's jump to Ethereum. Ethereum came in later in the equation. It did not have an ETF. It did not have the run up like Bitcoin did. And Ethereum came later in its run over the last month. And its run was incredible. Ethereum gave, let's look at the 1 month chart to see how big this run was. Yeah, unlike the Bitcoin chart, it went straight up. It went from about a 3,300 straight up, and it looks wonderful. But let's look at the 1 week chart. So the 1 week chart has a range as well. The 1 week chart on Ethereum is starting to look like Bitcoin's. It started the week at 46, went as high as 48, went down here at 46 again. So not a lot of movement, about a $200 movement on a $4,000 coin. That's not a lot. So relatively flat, yes. Do I love it? I love it because it's holding its high level and staying flat. It's not giving up and it's not racing higher. So what am I looking for resistance level on Ethereum? At this point, we're trying to hold anything above a 4,600 or 4,500. you will know when Ethereum is getting out of favor. It is not at that moment at that situation at the moment. So the moment it's doing great. Solana also. Solana's had a beautiful run over the last few days. It is also another bull. Now, Polygon's a different situation. Polygon is a coin which I featured for many, many months on this channel. It was once 80 cents, then got to $2. Now it has not been able to hold its run. Yeah, so let's look at the 1 week. 1 week. This is a 1 week chart, folks. 190, and then took that programmatic loss today and is not coming back. So it held 190. It did not go higher, which I find as an issue. I don't like that. I wanted it to get higher. And then this is the 1 month chart. You know, it came from a 120 coin all the way to $1. Great for my viewers who bought it and held it. But look what's happening here. It fell as low as 160 today, which is huge. I mean, that's 50 cents on a $1 coin. That's not good. And then came back to 170, down 20 cents. Am I worried? I am worried. I'm very worried about Polygon. If you own it, you have to make the decision. I do not see the support of Polygon like I see with Ethereum or a bit. So I'm deeply worried about Polygon going forward. Here's Doge. Doge has just been a mess, and it does not correct itself at all. It is not getting from messiness to a good place at all. I've been featuring the problems of Doge for months, and the problems have never rebounded itself. I can't even show you a 31-cent position of the coin unless I go out a month and I have 1 day that shows you. If I go out further, you're going to look how bad this chart has been. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything for anyone. It is not an investable coin. If you own it, fine. If you bought it at 50 cents, you're going to have to hold it for a very long time. Doge needs to find some support and get into the low 30s. Until it does it, it is not going to be doing much of anything for anyone. So here comes Aave. So Aave, you know, you buy at 280, you sell at 315. But Aave got a little bit higher over the last 7 days. Let's look at Aave. Aave's a great coin. So Aave in the 7-day chart ran to 340 once, then ran to 340 a second time, and today is at 319. Now 340 is insanely high on Aave. If you know what I always tell on this channel, do not be greedy. Aave doesn't go to 400 and hasn't gone to 400 in a long time. Here is the 3 month on Aave. This is what you do with Aave. 280, 320, 280, 315, 280, 315. But this time it went to 340. If you sold at 340, you did well because you heard my recording. Do not expect it to go to May levels, which was 421 or 500. It's not doing that anytime right just yet. If we look at the 1 month chart, here was that strange programmatic event. You couldn't sell it then. It was unsellable. You couldn't grab it. But it got to 339, 340s for a second. That would have been your opportunity. Decentraland. Let's do Decentraland right now. This has been a great success story. If you did not see the recordings on this channel, boy, you missed it. I have been featuring Decentraland since the summer. It was initially a boring coin. It wouldn't move more than a cent per day, always up, and went from 50 cents to 70 cents over many weeks, then 70 cents to $1 over many weeks. Then a market correction came and it lost all its dollar winnings and brought itself back to 70 cents in 24 hours. Then came the news that Facebook was investing billions of dollars in the meta universe. I said get into Decentraland right away, based upon not its chart, but its inherent value. Decentraland is a meta universe coin. It's about the meta universe. It's not the only coin about the meta universe, but one of the most understood. I said buy in. Then 2 days later, Facebook made the announcement, rebranding as Meta. At that point, Decentraland soared. And it soared really quickly. In 2 days, viewers who bought it at 70 cents on this channel had a coin at $3. Imagine 70 cents at $3 in just a few days. And I'm not talking about a week. I'm talking about 2-3 days. So let's see what we've done over the last 7 days. So we got to 290. Here you go. You have to look out the 1 month chart because this happened right before Halloween. 70, 80 cents. A little bit of the news here about 120 and Zoom right up. 365. If you look and see what I'm looking at, yeah, there's a slow devaluation, Well, I see it going back to 360 longer out on the horizon. If you owned it and you did not sell at 360, you're probably hitting yourself because now it's 260. That's a dollar loss on a $3 coin. You buy on the rumor, sell on the news. Buy on the rumor, sell on the news. It's not going to come back yet, but I think it's a great long-term hold of a coin. So if you bought it and want to hold it long-term, good. If you wanted a quick sell, great. If you don't own it, should you buy it? I like it. Yeah, I do like it. Where would I buy it? Let's look over the 7 days. How low has it gotten? It got to 244. I mean, maybe we get a market correction one day where you can get it 190. I like it. I think it could be a $5 coin. And anyone who bought before, good for you. It's compound. Same situation as the other charts. Look at it. Just an implosion right across the board. Compound is a more troubling coin to buy and sell. It's very hard to predict across the board. Sushi Swap Synthetic do a $9, $11 dance. Buy at 9, sell at 11. Buy at 9, sell at 11. Now, Sushi Swap went a little bit higher this time. Sometimes Sushi Swap goes to 13. Let's look at Sushi Swap over the 7 day. 7 day, it's down. It got to 13, but here's why I tell you. You can't be greedy on these coins. Sushi does not go to $20. It just doesn't. So I say 9 and 11. If it goes to 13, good. But if it's heading to 13, get ready to get out. Meaning, if you bought at 9 and you see it at 11 and it's still going up, you need to be really on top of that phone or that computer because you're ready to get out. And that's where it's going. It's going back down to 9. So if you sold, good, get ready to buy at 9. Now, synthetic, it's going on the low end right now. So it's 940. It's at 9. Let's look at the 1 month chart on synthetic. There's that trading range. So synthetic, you should be getting in a low 9s pretty soon if you want to get out at 11. Will you get in at 8? No, unless some strange thing happens. Will you get out at 15? No. That's why you can't be greedy across the board. That is what the coin delivers, and you can't make the coin do something other than what it does. Very interesting situation. Let's go in the split screen right now, and let's look at coinmarketcap.com, which is in the split screen right now. What is the best performing coin right today? Pets. P-E-T-S. Like you pet something or household pets. It is up 56% today. Pizza was up the other day. I'm not kidding. That's what it's called. Nevada is up today, 11%. Yeah, Nevada's always high. It's a very mountainy state. So it's up 11%. So the rest, what is the whole market doing today? The whole market is down 5%, which is not good. Bitcoin's down 5%. Ethereum's down 2%. Solana's down 3%. Cardano's down 8%. Doge is down 3%. Shiba's up 7%, but only up 6% for the week. Let's look at the best performing coin for today. OMG. That's OMG Network, up 12%. CARDANO up 10%. Horizon up 9%. Shiba up 7%. So nothing very big. Let's look at the 7-day chart. What's the worst performing coin over the 7 days? AMP, yeah, just a very badly performing coin, down 7%. Best performing coin over the last 7 days. Loopring, that's Loopring. It is up 200% in the last 7 days. CARDANO with a K, that's KDA. It's up 182% over the last 7 days. LivePeer, well, I used to feature LivePeer a lot on this channel. I haven't featured in a long time. It is up 188% at $66. It's a very, very volatile coin. If you watch the shows on this channel for the summer when I featured LivePeer, you got to be very careful of that coin. And then we have a couple coins that are in the 40% up for the day. So what is my approach going into the weekend? What I would say is watch the resistance levels for Bitcoin, because if it falls lower, your coin's going to fall lower. Remember, we're not worried about Bitcoin going up unless you own it. We're worried about Bitcoin going lower. Bitcoin gets under 64, watch your coins going down. Doge just continues to be a problem coin, not seeming to go from a bad story to a worse story. But we have good coins across the board. Your outperformers, your bulls, and your bears. Join me twice per day. Mornings Crypto live on air at 10 a.m. and then overnights Crypto at 3:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, continuing for a 15-hour run. Jump in the live chat and drop your questions about the respective coins. You have questions across the board. We got shows all across the board, 16 shows per day. hundreds of hours of programming per day. And per week. I don't want you to miss a single show across the board. So subscribe, like this video, and consider becoming a member. Shows this evening will be at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11:30 across the board. You can come in and out of this live feed and jump back into the shows as well. And with that, subscribe. I want you part of this incredible family and the fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. Like this video and consider becoming a member. Have a beautiful day.